That's Schnee and Ash. And that's Rose. Rosie.
Sleeping. Okay, you ready? I'm waiting for Grandma to figure her phone out. Hold on, I got it. Where's your face? You can't see it. No. Okay.
Twins. Need a little device that holds the bottles together, and you just lift up the little device.
Hey, Rosie. Hey. What's wrong? What's wrong? Come here. Do you know what it?
I guess you don't put them on their back under your arm like a baby.
No. No. Their heads have to be up. Just like if they were...
As if they're standing there
mouth,
and,
right?
yeah,
Same
reaching
thing.
up.
Do this. Not for you, honey. Not for you, Rosie. All right. Well, I don't want it anyway. There you go, Shnee.
So these goats were being born while they were driving. They were at their barn being born while Scarlet and Mark were on their way to pick them up.
Hello. Rosie. Rosie, kiss. Kiss. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. Lie down. Lie down. Too much? Snuggle? Snuggle? Kiss? Snuggle? Rosie is not sure about the goats. They've only been here Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Today being Tuesday. And she doesn't like them. None of them like them. Can you drink it? There you go. So I fill it up to the right amount. This is one of these nipples you just put onto
A water bottle?
Have the
It's hard to hold on to.
well, no, but they don't have the measurements on them. I prefer the baby bottles for
Oh.
animals.
You're getting your hands full.
It's way harder with a pig because this particular pig likes to eat my cat. She likes to
The
bite.
cat?
Yeah, Rosie likes to bite kids.
Where's that cat?
Oh.
Oh.
That's not in here.
Okay.
Rosie, stay away from the shoes. No. There's the cat.
Cat's gone behind the bag somewhere.
There we go. There we go. You almost done? You want to do? Nay, you're getting all of it. To anyone thinking about it is concerned, no, I don't have to disinfect the nipple between babies because if they were with their mom, they would just push them out of the way and they would latch on. So this is the same thing. Although I try to
Just to know how much they've had.
to know that it's equal, and if it doesn't work, then I count. So I'll give it to her for 5 seconds and then give it to her for 5 seconds. Which I also think isn't the worst because their bellies kind of
Need a moment to.
And then I fill it up to the right amount, whatever that is, which in this case is 250 milliliters every 4 hours. And then they have 4 hours to drink it. I don't try to, although we're down to the end, but I don't try to get them to drink it all at once.
Mm-hmm.
And just keep it next to the wood stove for a little bit. All done.
There's a little bit left, I see, in this bottle.
Do you want more? Do you? The very last drop. Now you're just getting air. What about you? You want that one too? Head up. Head up. Up, 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 up. All done. officially done. We're just drinking air.
There.
I'm gonna put it on her ear.
They've been to the bathroom. They've had their milk.
So now they're gonna have to pee again, and then they should go back to bed and relax and grow.
They're very beautiful, aren't they? Very, very soft. This is cashmere, you say?
These are cashmere goats. Yes.
What is the name of the breed? Is called cashmere?
They're cashmere goats. They're not just goats with cashmere fur. They're actually cashmere goats.
Like Nubian. If there was a Nubian fur, then they're called Nubian.
Yes. Okay.
So the name is cashmere.
I have a boar goat. He's a buck boar. Is his breed. I have a Nubian Alpine cross, which is Bella, and these ones are cashmere. And then next year we're gonna get Angora goats, which is
I
where
see.
you get mohair.
Okay. Or Angora wool.
No, Angora wool comes from Angora rabbits. Mohair comes from Angora goats.
Oh.
You don't know this. You're the fiber girl.
I have no knowledge of that.
What? Okay.
I've never used them.
Goats
I've never.
are my thing, so.
I like the
Yeah, and
swirls
actually
on his head.
The white fleece, the white fur is softer, and it really is. Even here, they're both girls. This little white bit is way softer than this brown bit. Yeah. You gonna jump or you wanna snuggle?
I did aim it over to see the pigs.
Yeah.
Hey, we got 3 people here and 0 thumbs ups. Now, come on, everybody, get with the program.
That's fine. Come here.
They're such nice little goats, and the pigs are so cute too. Oh, they're he's jumping. I have in Minecraft. I have these goat animals, and they jump all the way up to the top of the mountain. But these guys, they look so cute when they jump.
Only milk.
Oh, we've got 1 thumbs up. Somebody figured out where it was.
Where it was? Oh, the thumb.
Oh,
I keep forgetting everything.
we've been having parties
But
on
aren't they
here.
super crazy snuggly?
They are.
Softer?
Yeah, not really. Oh, wow. Very nice.
Cashmere is the softest.
That's really pretty.
Angora and milk? Yes. That was quite the headbutt. Yes, it was. Stop it. Here, jump. Do your jumpy jump. Not on the couch. Not yet. No couch jumping. Be here.
These are Scarlet's goats, guys. This is my daughter.
New baby.
Brand new. They're like 24 hours. Hi, Regina. Oh, that's okay. I'm going to do it when it comes back on. I'm going to block them. This is Scarlet. Scarlet, meet Regina.
Hello.
She lives in Wisconsin.
Nice.
We're on here a lot. There's about 10 of us. And they all come on and we chat with each other, and we've gotten to know, we're just really getting through the winter together. It's quite interesting.
That's cool.
It's very cool, yeah.
So she has been doing this all morning. She wants to get on top of this.
On top of the bench.
On top of this little bench. Yeah.
So she's been working on it.
Mm-hmm.
They got walking down. That's easy. Now they just have to get jumping
I want
down.
to get a video because I want to put her on TikTok.
Oh. Gina says, hi, Scarlet. Do you know each other already? Did you used to watch her Europe videos? Regina has seen every video I've ever made. So has Rose and Ellen and Susan, all these
You see
people.
this?
Look at
They're
this.
trying to get up there, but it's not working. I think by the end of the day they'll be able to do it.
This is their form of. She's not having much success because there are other ones in the way. It's just like. Love them anyway. Her name's Marie. She lives in California. She says, "Ah, precious babies, all God's creatures, great and small." It's interesting. I never thought about the fact that our babies learn to walk, but these babies learn to jump.
They learn to walk too. The first day you bring them
Oh,
home, they can't really stand
oh,
on their
really?
feet. They just hop all the time. So we're on day 3 now, right?
They're 48 hours old, I think.
Well, yesterday. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I love their little coats.
I have to get them some more.
I had 2 goats. They weren't pets. Didn't raise them from babies. Look at these guys. He stumbles as he's going.
They're getting so much better at it. So the first day you pick them up and you put them down and you have to line their feet up. So
Oh,
they're
really?
standing on top of their feet. Otherwise their feet just go sprawling all directions.
I wonder how they figure it out in the wild. Do you think their mother lifts them up?
Yeah, the mom
Puts them.
nudges them. Or sometimes they're fine, they just do it on their own. They can stay, they can sit for a while. Hi. They don't have to get up right away.
Now, don't forget to thumbs up, you guys. These are amazing. Aren't they sweet? Oh, he's pooping on there.
Don't
guess-
freak out. Chill,
Okay.
woman. It's okay.
Regina says, Scarlett, your mom is an amazing lady, and I'm sure a mother. Is this Scarlett's house?
Yes.
I think it's a cozy home. Yeah, she's building it. And it's so awesome. And she cooks on her wood stove.
I'm building it as I go.
These guys have been telling me I should cook on my wood stove, so I've been trying.
It's fun. It's quite a process. Hi. Boing, boing, boing. You go for a walk? Come on. Come. Ma. Where are they going? Ma.
They're busy.
They'll come find me though. Yeah. Come on. Ma. Come. I think you're stupid.
Gina says, my mom had 2 goats, Sadie Lou and Buckwheat.
Aw. Were they bottle babies too?
What kind?
Bottle babies?
Were they bottle babies?
These are bottle babies. Just means that we feed them bottles so they're super comfy.
They're bottle
and they love
fed.
people. Bottle babies. Bottle baby goats.
And you're their mom.
Yeah, the normal goats don't like to be held like this, but my goats are used to it, so they don't complain. Right? They're like, this is okay.
Well.
Yeah.
Regina says, congratulations, Scarlett, everything you've accomplished, and many blessings to you for the future. That was Regina. And Diane Murphy, she's in Connecticut. She says, glad I turned on again, with a wave. This is Scarlett. Diane, do you know each other? I think Diane's been here for years, 12 years or something.
I have to see their names and their picture, and then I would probably recognize who we're talking about. But just talking about it, I don't know. You want to sit on me?
No, they were just regular goats, Gina says. They weren't.
This one is.
Look at them just laying there.
Oh, they're jumping. Yeah. I'm wearing my paint clothes.
You what?
I'm wearing my paint clothes. Rain came over this morning and I said, yeah, I've given up on getting dressed. They were so dewy this morning, and after giving them a bottle.
Well, you're wearing your farm clothes, so I think you're pretty dressed up. You're wearing pretty dressed up farm clothes.
No, normally I'm in jeans or something.
Well, that's what I mean. So you're looking pretty dressed up for your Gina says you are a beautiful young lady.
I'm not very young anymore, and there's paint all over this.
That's the
shirt.
first time I've heard you say such a thing.
That I'm not young anymore?
Yeah, you say that you're 29 or 27 or 19 or something.
Well, you'd be off by a few years.
So Gina said, I wanted to make goat milk soaps at one time when I was making it.
I make goat milk cheese. I've been thinking about soap, but I haven't gotten into soap at all. It's on my list of things.
And Witchy 131, she just got here and she says, ah, so adorable.
Are you missing this one? She's doing a lot of jumping up there. Eventually they'll come to hand signal.
Gina says, my oldest daughter is 37. She's in Wisconsin, and it's very, very cold there today. They're having a negative day. It's pretty nice out here.
So I'm 42.
Is that believable? Can you imagine that? Only can't
Not
imagine.
only am I 42, I'm waiting for the universe to tell me the answer to everything, because this should be the year it comes, right?
That's right. No,
Right?
wait. Is
42
that
the
42 is the answer to the universe?
The answer to the universe is 42, so.
So what did you just say, Regina? I would have them snug. Oh, Ellen Brown is here. She said, "Hi, Scarlett. Miss you on YouTube."
I'm coming back. I've been filming, but I've been building a house and a huge garden, which is huge, and a village, which is also pretty huge for the animals. But yes, I am coming back. But I think I need to do a movie at this point, because I want to summarize the whole thing, the building of the garden and the house and everything else, in one 2-hour movie.
Oh, you would edit and put pieces of the past up.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my,
And I
that's a
would
lot
talk
of
over
work.
it and then talk through it.
It's what people would like to see.
Probably have 15 or 20 hours of footage at this point.
See, I just put it all straight up.
Yeah, but I didn't have internet.
So Regina says,
I didn't have any electricity, so doing
I
anything online
I
wasn't
know.
possible. But now I have electricity, my computer is plugged in, and I just don't have time because I have baby cards.
Anyway,
I'll get to it.
and she's a little busy. So wait a minute. And Regina says, did Scarlett have a YouTube channel?
Yes,
She has many.
I have a bunch.
She's
But if
one.
you want
I
one
have a
related to,
garden.
How to grow a garden.
Oh, how to grow a
with
garden.
Scarlett. I think my last name's in there too, but it might be How to Grow a Garden with Scarlett Damon. And the other one is Watercolor by Scarlett Damon.
And what about travels? The one there.
Oh, I haven't looked at that in forever.
What is the name of it? Hey. Oh, I'm not supposed to be worried.
No, stop freaking out. Jeez, and fill people in as to why I'm saying that.
I don't know, because she doesn't mind them people peeing on the floor.
No, because they pee on the floor and Mom freaks out like the house is on fire.
Well, I'm just telling you. I mean, I toilet trained children. You remember, you did too. You were toilet trained mine.
Not a big deal. It's fine.
I think you are allowed to keep personal stuff private, Ellen said.
What personal stuff?
I think maybe your
My travel channel? What are we talking about?
I don't know, is that what you're talking about? Anyway, she says, "Hi Scarlett, miss you on YouTube."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I just haven't been on because
I have a friend that goes and pays just to snuggle with goats. Therapeutic. It's called Snuggle with Our Goats.
I'm actually thinking about something like that. Not the goat thing specifically, but like the go to a farm. Because I've in agritourism, you can go to a farm and work. How cool would that be? People would pay to, and they would enjoy it, to come and muck out the animal stalls and watch the goats and paint in the woods and just generally be on a farm. I think that's.
You know,
I mean, if I didn't have a farm, I would pay to do it. So, yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, you. Hi. How are you going?
you know, being here with you and the babies. Oh yeah, Witchy 131 said, put a diaper on them.
They have diapers. They do, but they pee so often. I'm trying to train them to their pee pad, except I'm sitting here. Normally we would go over there and they'd be on the pee pad, and then it would be done. Kind of. Also, I hate this carpet. It's gotta go. So don't care. And it's so little. The pigs, on the other hand, I have 3 pigs.
That wood there, that's their
feel
toys.
That's
Oh, one of them's in the corner now. What's he up to in the corner? What's he doing when he's in
color is she?
white?
Matilda! Matilda! Out you go.
She's wagging her tail.
Matilda!
I think she's happy.
What you doing? Come here. Come, Matilda. She's not doing anything. She's just eating the hay. The other two might be sleeping. Are you behind there? Come on. Out. Back to the room. Here, out. Come on.
Well, I got a low battery. Is there a plug you up button here? Plug you up cord?
Yes. There is, but my house is turned off.
Oh, that's right. So you don't have any electricity anyway. Well, that's all right. We'll just carry on. One day I will actually charge my charger and take it with me. I feel like I've gone to visit one of my friends when I had children and she had children, and we would do this. We would get together with our little babies, the newborns, and they were Regina's jealous. She said they are so gosh darn adorable.
They are so cute. They really are. They're still in that stage where they're sleeping. Or you can try and plug this in.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I needed the jack ring. That might work better.
What?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Okay. She doesn't have electricity or running water. Is that okay to say that?
I have solar.
So it's not like you don't have electricity. You just have...
It's just that my house is turned off because I want the solar to collect, and the phantom of all the things that are on actually drain the batteries. Not a lot, but enough that it bothers me. So I literally turn the whole house off. The solar charges everything, and then in the evening I can turn it back on if I need. Hi, where are you going?
You should have a 24-hour goat cam.
That'd be a big cam that follows them around, right?
Right. Yes, those are 2 females. And what were their names? It was
This is Schnee und Asch.
Schnee und Asch.
Schnee und Asch.
Un being the German and, right?
Hi. Hey.
Regina Niebler says, I should say in my dreams to live off the so-called grid, cooking meals on a wood-burning stove, no electricity and water. I love to solo camp, and I take only what's needed.
That is exactly what we do. And then my boyfriend started coming over, and he has a job, which requires internet. So things slowly had to change. But it's okay. So now there's solar. And soon to be a windmill. Do you want to come hop on here or what?
Climbing lessons. It's climbing. What if you stood him up there?
He wants to snuggle.
He wants to snuggle.
Matilda, no.
Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You go waltzing Matilda with me.
Yeah? All right. Come here. questions? Does it work? The jack race working?
I don't know. She said, make good money, their milk, or if you breed or use them for snuggles, money for you to fix up the place more and enjoying life. You're a lucky lady to be so young and living the life everyone. I'm sure there's more coming. It is cool. You know, like you've got your jugs of water and you started out living in a tent here. And the neighbor's hose. Dreams
Slightly
of having a
misleading
life like
because
yours. I know I would in a heartbeat.
okay, so hold on. I did not start living in a tent. When we moved here, the house wasn't finished.
Wasn't started.
No, no. The house was already started, but then I left my last house,
Oh, I
and this
see.
house didn't have a roof yet.
Oh, okay, right.
So I lived in my tent in June and
Oh,
July and August, which were quite hot. Some of those days, I was looking at my videos today, some of those days were 35 degrees Celsius. It was quite warm.
hmm.
So being in a tent was very pleasant. And in this place, because it just had a tarp roof, we did not want to sleep in here. So that's why I was in a tent, because I had already moved out, but I couldn't really move in. And we still have a hose coming from Rain's house. But the garden hose is a 900 feet garden hose, and it doesn't come all the way to the house. It still only goes to the driveway. But it's mostly so I can get water to the goats. And then we have a water catchment and an eaves in the front on the south side, so that fills up with water in spring, then it fills up all year. Um, and I brought Rain's hose over last year as well, but I didn't need to. I just brought it because it's kind of backup, just in case. So it was easier to have it on and ready than to not have it at all. But we were really good all year on the water catchment. That worked really well for watering the garden, which is quite expensive, and for water for the goats and the birds. And now I have goats and chickens and rabbits and pigs and one cat who might be pregnant. But I live on a farm. Pregnant cats is a good thing, not a bad thing. It's a very good thing. There's grain houses all over the place, and you have to definitely keep the mice out of the grain. Look, they're asleep. This one's snoring. Then we built ponds. We built 8 ponds this year. Again, so we'd have water and we can grow fish in them. And next year, we were going to do our well last year, but we didn't get on the waiting list soon enough. He filled up pretty quick, and then he said, no, it's too late this season. So that was fine, because I don't mind living off water when we bring it from a well in the next village. I kind of like it because you have to live with very little water, and it's nice to be water conscious on a whole different level. Like, I can put 300 liters of water in my trunk and bring it home, and that's all I have. And this week, I'm all by myself for a week with no car, except if Mom wants to take me somewhere, but that wouldn't happen anyway because I have babies and I can't leave. So I have to, yeah, you have to really think about it. What do you do and how do you use it? So the water washes the dishes and then it feeds the plants. And the goat water that freezes at night comes into the house and thaws, and that goes to the pigs. And the pigs drink way too much water. It's incredible how much water they go through. I'm contemplating bringing snow in to give to the pigs to put on the wood stove, but that's okay. 300 liters lasts a long time for me. Anything else that you said that I want to clarify on? You said
Let me go
she
back
was
up
with
to.
a garden hose and she lived in a tent, so that was my clarification for that whole. I started in a tent with a garden hose.
Ellen Brown says they need to be able to climb so their hips developed right. That's why she brought the stool over. You see, she's helping. She's had to teach them to walk yesterday. Today she's teaching them how to jump.
No, they're very much doing it all by themselves. Yeah.
And then let's see.
Hmm.
And
But they
then
will climb
Regina
They're already
says,
looking at the couch.
"Oh, they climb, I'm sure, all over the house,"
It's
Regina
not.
said.
There's no keeping goats off stuff for sure. I'm gonna have to put chicken wire on my bookshelf pretty soon. Just so that everything
Yes,
in
you
the
have
house.
chickens on your bookshelf, don't you?
No, they've moved into the coop now.
Oh my, that was fun. Is there still the bookshelf there? Shall we show them the bookshelf?
No, I moved the bookshelf into the bedroom and it's
Full of books.
it's full of books now. Yeah.
You never would know. Their coats are so cute. Nancy, did you knit them? No, I didn't.
Would have been nice though.
I could knit coats, I suppose, if I had
Totally could. I mean, they're soft.
measurements,
That's hard. You'd have to knit really fast
because they have to keep changing.
because the measurements change every few
What's the
days.
next size? I
Well,
guess
they were at extra small when I got them, and this is
what?
3 sizes in a week.
1 week.
1 week. Yeah, they were extra small with 2X's on the first day, but by the second day they had already grown just a tiny bit that it didn't go all the way over their bums like this, over their backsides. And so they're in these ones which are extra small, just 1X. But I think by the end of the week we'll be in small. That's what I said.
I am. I just was reading what it just said.
Okay.
Their coats are so cute. Did you knit them? It said, and Ellen said, I sleep out as my member. She lives in Wisconsin, where it's very cold, quite north, and she loves to be outside, solo traveling and camping. And Regina now says, I want a goat now. Nancy, she looks.
Don't get a goat. Don't do it.
So then Gina says, Nancy, she looks just like you. That's you. You look just like me. I never look at pictures of you and think that's me. But I look at pictures of my mother and think, when was I there? And realize it wasn't me. She looks just like you. Tell her to start a channel with her life living off the grid with kids. Goats. You would get a lot of subscribers, including me. Gina says, I would adopt her as a daughter on YouTube, lol. My YouTube daughter. She's so adorable.
Aw, thank you.
And she says, Scarlet looks so content. That's what happens when you don't have stress. She will live there and be very content with life. I'm glad she found her happy place in life. And Gail, who is from Kirkland, Ohio, she sent me a hat once upon a time. Gail says, I remember her wedding. I love goats. Congrats.
Is my wedding on YouTube?
I guess. Yeah.
Did you must have filmed it.
Wow. Yeah, you could go and see it.
Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Should we put my divorce on YouTube too?
Well, I told my friends yesterday that you were what the situation was.
Yes. Wait, you told your friends on YouTube what the situation? Oh, Mom.
Well, you put it on Facebook, so I figured if you put it on Facebook.
It's not the same thing.
Well, everybody's been asking how you are, and because what was I going to say? They're fine, or she's
yes,
fine?
They're quite fine. Bo lives in Quebec, 2.5 hours from me. I live here. I love it. He's over there. Funny enough, he has chickens now. I think that's very funny. That's crazy funny.
And Gail says hi from. Oh, that's right. Regina told Gail hi from cold Wisconsin, and Gail says yes, come down. So I don't know who she was talking about. Did you say something about coming down? No. Anyway, whatever. So maybe that was. She's happy now, so it's all good. Gail says Wisconsin. She's happy now, so it's all good.
There might be a conversation going on between.
That's right.
Always
So, so yes, Gail watched your wedding.
So I must mention, if you want to see the goats, I have a TikTok channel.
Oh, you have a TikTok channel?
You don't know that?
No.
Yeah, when I got the pigs, Mark's children, my partner.
What is a TikTok channel?
It's just like YouTube, but his kids watch TikTok all the time, and they introduced me to this thing. TikTok is very short. Everything is a minute at the most, maybe less, and it's all done to music, and it's fun because I just do tiny little clips. So it's not me. I'm not really in much of it, although there's a little bit about me. well, mostly it's the animals. So I have baby pigs, so I started the channel then, and it's very different from YouTube. YouTube is editing and big videos and thinking the whole thing through.
And TikTok is very short. Are they
TikTok is you just turn on the camera and capture the animals doing something fun, and then
turn
upload
it
it.
off? Uh-huh. So they're very, very short, like
Very
15
short.
seconds or a minute or
Like,
something.
yeah, 20, 30 seconds.
Interesting.
Music. But that's where you want to go if you want to see goat stuff, because I'm not going to be posting anything on YouTube for a while.
Interesting.
Maybe I can get it together in time.
But you do have your watercolor channel on YouTube. But that's her botanical illustration watercolor she teaches on there. And she's got a Parthenon thing in there too. Is that what's called? Parthenon? Patreon.
Okay. Wonder what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
have a. Are people asking about my YouTube channel?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
How to grow a garden with scarlets.
There you go.
But the last video I did was 2 years ago, before I started building this house. Then the house and the property took over, and so I'm doing this. But I am filming it, and eventually I'll put it all together into some crazy giant movie series, because I don't think I can get into one movie here. And then I will share it with the world.
You know, this caring for animals, it really adds something to your day. And caring for children or caring for animals, you know, if it's just you, or just me, sitting around, I'm doing stuff.
I'd be reading.
What? You're.
I'd be reading this lovely title books.
Ah. Yes, I guess if it's just me, I do all kinds of stuff that's not really caring for people. I don't know. Anyway, it's interesting. When the children came over the other day, it was so nice. I guess it was to have someone to care for. And I put them to bed, and they weren't going to bed. And so Willem was now putting them to bed. And it was just so, it was like what life was supposed to be like, right? What life has always been like.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all grew up and went outside, like your goats. And the other kids all moved. They all grew up and.
Well, I hope they're going outside at some point. Can't keep them there forever.
I was saying they all grew up and moved out, but then when I looked at the goats, I said, and went outside.
Right. Bella and Bruno live.
Hey, I like this. I like how you've done that. That's good. That's for drying herbs or drying mittens?
No, that's for drying mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms. Oh, good.
I do the herbs on the stove, like this. This is turmeric and.
Oh, yeah. Here it is.
Peppers.
I like your little tiny plates and stuff. That's perfect. Look at all that. You really are moving in, organizing everything. Can't see that. There it is. Nice. Oh, yes. And then you've got those there. Nice. Perfect size.
You mean the pots?
Yeah, the pots and pans, they all fit the stove. And also the red ones up there.
There are bigger ones.
Those are bigger, or there are bigger ones.
Because that's just good for 2 people. But if I make a stew.
Oh, Regina wants to have your little home. You could build one. Okay, she's
It's
asking.
tiny too. It's 600 square feet. It's pretty tiny. There's a loft which is currently full of insulation because I decided to exchange my insulation. It's pink and it's great, but I wanted it to be. I'm trying to build a passive solar house. So I took all the insulation out of that room on the roof and I doubled it up and put in different stuff. So it's rock wool now. So my loft is full of insulation. And there's one bedroom through that little window over there. And then this front room is going to be the sunroom, except the windows aren't in. So right now I just call it the dark room. Which is funny, but not funny. Because I really want my windows before spring, which won't happen. And then there's this room. And there's a pantry and a bathroom. And that's it. That's the whole house. It's very small.
Regina says, okay, now I'm really jealous, Scarlett. And Ellen said, looks like a large area. Now, wait a minute. Regina was also asking about the goats a little bit ago. She said, My 10-year-old granddaughter does TikTok. She understands how to do it. Me, I have no idea. Not very tech savvy, lol. And at night, do they sleep good at night? Do they go out and potty or just pick it up? I would just pick it up. They are too adorable to go out in the cold.
No, they don't go outside. The pigs go outside now. It's funny that the pigs aren't in this because they're right there. Rosie!
So Regina's asking, do you know how many square feet your house is?
Yeah, 600.
600. And how long did it take you?
I started at the beginning of the pandemic. This is my pandemic project. Literally, we started doing the driveway in March for the first lockdown in Canada. And hi, you're awake again. Yes, you are. Look at those eyes. Oh my goodness, you're just the cutest.
And so they started it in March, and she's still working on it.
Still working on it. So if it was going to be a normal, just a normal house, it could be done. Then it's pretty simple. You put the siding on the outside and the drywall on the inside. Then, okay, I need plumbing. I haven't gotten that yet. But then it would be finished. But because I want to make a passive house, a passive solar house at that, it needs an envelope. It needs a whole nother, kind of like a whole nother house built on top of the house that's going to go on the outside. And that'll be insulated as well. So it'll have two big insulated sections, which don't line up wood to wood.
So you're talking about right here?
On the outside of this house, we're going to reframe in another wall that will be attached to this wall.
Oh, okay.
And re-insulate
Okay.
the whole thing. So it'll be insulated section, which is
And
here.
so
And then
where
the second
it will be where these windows and door are?
everything stays. It just gets pushed out. The windows and doors all get taken out and pushed into the next wall.
Oh, I see.
And that
So
takes
it's just
about
going to
that
bulge here. Hi, Piggy. Rosie.
Do you know what I mean? So
What-
instead of having walls that are this thick, then I'll have walls that are this thick.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're talking about. You're just going to push it out a little bit.
Not a little bit. It's exactly the same shape of this house, built on the house again, going out. It's like putting a giant blanket out of.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Now, will you leave like a 2-foot gap so that you can walk around?
No,
That would be really cool.
no, that would completely defeat the point. Okay, so it's called a passive house. Passive houses have a ridiculous amount of insulation. And
Oh, I see what you're
Only
talking about.
seal.
Yes, I'm sorry.
you have to take this cable away. I don't have many of them. Or she's just gonna bite it to get out of the way. Rosie, come!
I'm getting this right out the generator or the
Jackery.
The
Powered from
Jackery.
the sun. That was charged by the sun. How cool, huh? Hey, you want to go down and jump again? You woke up?
Does it stay warm in your home with just using the wood stove, just cooking on it? Oops, wait a minute. Would be so awesome. Wait a minute, let me say this. I got to read this right. First, wait a minute. So Regina said, or Ellen first said, Pig is my new granddaughter's name. And Regina says, does it stay warm in your home? With just using the wood stove, just cooking on it, would be so awesome not to have electricity bills, water bill, or house payment. That's a great life, Scarlett.
Okay, so this is what I'm getting at. When I'm done, this is why the house isn't done, and when I'm done, the walls will not be 9 inches thick. They will be more like 20 inches thick. Then having your siding on the outside and your drywall on the inside. Although I don't know if I'm in drywall or just adobe mud. But regardless, they'll be really, really thick. So right now, with this very tiny wood stove, I can heat the house. And for the most part, it's pretty warm in here. But when I'm done, the house will be... essentially, you can heat a passive house with a toaster. That's it. A toaster. In fact, there's
That
a
would be
tiny
very
bit-
snug. I remember just putting the plastic on the insulation in our house when we did it on the farm. Just putting the plastic on it raised the temperature like 10 degrees
Yeah,
right
so-
away.
So right now the wood stove is off. It's not on at all, and I can tell you it's probably...
I couldn't. 22. That's 20 degrees is room temperature. Oh, and there's her rabbit in there. She's got a cage behind there. Sorry.
Okay, nobody gave me any warning that we were gonna bring a whole bunch of people over and have a little chat party.
And you're busy. You're a new mom. New moms don't have tidy houses. That's just the way it goes.
What are you talking about?
Okay, you can have a tidy house if you want.
Rosie, you can eat that and it'll be gone. Yeah. You wanna go pee?
They follow her around. Isn't it sweet? Oops. Something's messing up with my phone. Regina would. And to use all natural materials, clay, mud, and water. And Ellen says, new mom of twins. And Regina says,